Alrighty. Good afternoon again. We just tried this over on Smile Time, and for some reason, Smile Time was not working, or we did the whole episode and then realized Facebook Live didn't work. So I came on to do the SEO Teardown number 6. I was late because apparently every third Wednesday I will need to be late. Due to a mastermind group that I'm a part of that's been switched to 2 Wednesdays at 11. So we'll be coming on around 1:30 on Wednesdays, on the third Wednesday of the month. Every other Wednesday it'll be noon. And this week, first I want to talk about a feature of Google AdWords that's coming out of beta, and that is click to text. So you already know you can click to go to a landing page, you can click to call from a mobile device, and now we're going to have click to text ads. So you click on the ad and it goes to text messaging. Obviously you have to have a text message enabled phone, or some mobile devices can do it, and I think you can even do it from computers. So this is a new ad feature that's rolling out. It's supposed to be coming out of beta. I don't know exactly when, but there's been all kinds of news about it. So I will share a video with everybody on how to set that up once it's released. Now, the SEO Teardown, every week I come on and talk SEO with you guys, and if we have a website to analyze, we do just that. We analyze the site and then break it down and build it back up again as far as SEO is concerned. So I encourage business owners to come on with me and have their website analyzed. Otherwise, I just talk SEO for 15 or 20 minutes. And this week, I want to talk about an article that was posted on yourstory.com. I've not heard of this website before, but there's an article posted on this site as of yesterday, 5 powerful SEO tips to stay ahead of your competition. Now, I only see 4 in the article, and I'll be honest, I didn't read the whole thing thoroughly. I skimmed it, but here's what's on the article. Know the other side of the bush, and that is to study your competition. And I agree with this statement. You need to study your competition when it comes to SEO. Now, in certain aspects of business, there is no competition. This is a frame of mind that if you believe you have competition or friendly competition, then you're not really doing your job as a business owner. You should really strive to be better than your competition. And I'm not saying that you need to be mean or vicious to your competition. That's, I would never say that. But, or unethical. So don't do those things. When it comes to SEO, you absolutely need to pay attention to competition. And the reason is you may be number 1 or number 2 or on the first page of Google for certain keyword phrases today, long tail keywords, but tomorrow you get leapfrogged by your competition because you weren't paying any attention to them, and they picked up on something that has to do with SEO that you didn't, or you missed for some reason, or your SEO person missed, and you now they're ranking higher than you. And believe me when I tell you, there's a big difference between being the top 3 on your page or at the bottom of the first search page, or not on the first search page at all. So study your competition, whether it's locally, whether it's 3,000 miles away, whether it's in a different country, whatever the case may be. Pay attention to your competition. You can watch what they're doing for certain aspects. You can get information on Google Keyword Planner, SpyFu, SEMrush, the Open Site Explorer on Moz. These are all different ways you can keep an eye on your competition. The second thing that this author wrote is content is king. Yes, that is true. Content is still king. However, it is morphed. Where it used to be, a blog post is all you needed to do, a web page is all you needed to do with a bunch of content, a bunch of text written, obviously for human consumption. So keep that in mind. Don't write blog posts for an algorithm or artificial intelligence or anything else. You're writing it for human consumption. Your audience needs to be able to read it and understand it. However, today people consume content in different ways. People consume it in video, in audio, in images, and in text. And a lot of people, like myself, consume it in multiple ways. So create the content in different forms. So as an example, this video will be added to a page with text content. So now the person can listen to it, they can watch it, or they can read about it. So when you have video, so Google can't read videos. This is for SEO purposes. Video itself doesn't work, but here's what does work. The video gets uploaded to YouTube. YouTube, you put in a description, a thorough description, including the keywords you want to focus on. You add tags to that video, including the keywords you want to be found for. You then add that video to a web page or blog post on your website and include at least a short written version of what the video is about. What was your video about? Tell us the story behind the video, important highlights of the video, and so forth. Some people will go as far as transcribing the video, and that's great. It's time consuming or could get expensive. I haven't found any software that works really well with transcribing, but I'm still looking. If there's an easy way to do it, I'll find it. But, at least a short description of what the video was about. All right. Number 3, monitor backlinks. Also important, but not as important as it used to be. So with Penguin 4.0, which I talked about a couple of podcasts ago, the spammy, low quality type backlinks are no longer going to penalize your website. They're just going to be devalued. So if I have low quality backlinks to my website, Google's going to say, doesn't count. We don't care. And that's not to say that you won't have if you have a bunch of low quality backlinks, hundreds or thousands, that it won't hurt you, because it could. But if you have a few here and there, somebody added a link or somebody cited your work or whatever the case may be, and it's a low quality link, then that's okay. The worst case scenario is that as of today, you'll be devalued. That link itself will be devalued. Your content will not be devalued. It just won't help your content. All right. So that's changed a little bit. Still keep an eye on your backlinks and still disavow anything that looks spammy to you. It's still going to happen. You may have competition that intentionally does this to you. Take a look every few months at least and disavow anything using the Google disavow tool. And then the final point that they made is keyword selection is the key. Now notice there's only 4, even though the article says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So the titles are important too, people. And the reason titles are important is because you should really, again, think of your audience. Whenever you write, think of the user experience. And whenever you develop content, think of the user experience. If you're not doing that, you're going to fail, because now Google's looking at engagement on are you the authority, and that's determined by how many people share, how many people comment, and so forth. So it's not just about keywords anymore, but still, keyword selection is the key. And again, that is true. However, because of RankBrain, you cannot write one piece of content based on one keyword phrase. That's not going to work anymore. You have to write a piece of content based around a keyword, long tail keyword, and variations of that long tail keyword. Now, if you want to know more about RankBrain, that was the previous episode of SEO Teardown. You can Google RankBrain. You'll get tons of information. But basically, RankBrain is the artificial intelligence arm of the Google algorithm. And what that piece of the algorithm does is tries to identify the searcher's intent, not necessarily what they typed in, but what they intended to type in. And it accounts for 15 to 30% of all search results now. And if your content is not developed with that thought process in mind, it may not show up in the search results because you didn't think about the searcher's intent. You thought about, hey, I have this one high value keyword, long tail keyword that I want to rank high for on Google. Well, more and more, that's not going to work. So you need to consider what are some of the other search alternatives to that one particular long tail keyword. All right, so that was an article on yourstory.com, SEO tips, 5 powerful SEO tips to stay ahead of your competition. And I'm not saying that the author was wrong. I'm saying that a little more detail could have been put into it. And let's keep in mind that we really are writing content for your audience, not for Google or Yahoo or Bing or anyone else. All right. So that's all I got for you today. Remember, SEO is for the people. Remember, this Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, we're Growth Success Radio. We're talking to Dan Thornburg about Ace My Interview. It is a new website that will conduct mock interviews with people who have job interviews so that they're better prepared for that job interview. So check that out. Make sure you're there. It's on Huza right here, Huza.io, and we'll be streaming to Facebook Live, my profile, Eugene Resnitsky's profile. So make sure you're there, and I'll see you there or here next week. This is Scott Gombar with the SEO Teardown.